Good morning. I just wanted to provide you with an overview of how to complete your PowerPoint presentation for this class. So here you will see your title slide. So your title slide has basically been completed for you. So all you need to do is edit your name here. And then next you're going to go to slide 2, which is defining the family. So you just want to make sure that you take that part out and that you are able to define the family. And so when you are defining the family, you can use a dictionary, you can use different sources to define the family. Please make sure if you are using any resources that you cite your resources on your reference page. Next, you have your trends and family structures. So here you're going to be examining different family and family trends. And so it gives you an example. So it says you might consider single parents, grandparents raising grandchildren, blended families. So again, this is an area that you may want to research. What are some trends in the family and family structure? Again, if you're researching, make sure that you give credit where credit is due. So next is impact of family trends on student learning and the teacher relationship. So here you're going to explain at least 3 ways that the family trends present within your community can impact student learning and or the teacher-family relationship. So what considerations should teachers make to ensure that they can connect with each family? So again, thinking about the demographic in which you live and the families that you serve. So think about if you are serving a demographic of largely Turkish or Russian families. So what can be some things that you can do to connect with those families? It could be maybe to learn Russian or Turkish, or you could provide an interpreter to help you connect with those families. Could be one way. Or you could ensure that you have materials printed in the family's home language. Could be another way. So again, you want to make sure that you are finding ways to connect with the family that's prevalent in your community, because again, it's about, the key word is your. So again, everybody's presentation is going to be different because it should be individualized based on where you live. So keep that in mind. Next, you're going to define social class. What is social class? What does that look like? Because when we get further in the presentation, we're going to talk about how that impacts children. Connection between family and class. So again, you're going to describe the connection between family and social class. How might different classes view children and or parenting? So it's very important to think about social class and families. An example, I'm vice president of a early childhood program, and we have 4 different centers. And so one of our centers is in the northwest area of the city, so it is mainly African American, and compared to our other centers, which are primarily Caucasian, and some of our other centers, all of the rest of our centers are on college campuses. So we see a diverse population of Caucasian, Asian families of Indian descent, families of of Middle Eastern descent, African descent. And so again, when our center was first built, again, it was a lot of, different things. So again, you have to look at the demographics and how families may perceive certain things, but it's up to us as the educator to make sure that all children are treated the same, despite where they come from. So next, different classes present in and around your community. Again, the key word is your community. So you are going to look within your community and see what social classes are present within your community. Do you have high class, middle class, low class? How many families are in poverty within your community? Those are the different things. So you're going to, use the web address, the web link that's provided within your directions, and you're going to make sure that you use that, because that's going to give you a breakdown of, what the demographics based on class is within your area. So make sure that you follow that, because I'm sure it's going to be eye-opening. So next, we have impact on class, on student learning, and the teacher and family relationship. So here you're going to explain 3 ways that social class can impact student learning on the teacher-family relationships. For example, consider scheduling conflicts due to work schedules, no transportation, and no childcare. So what so think about those things. Depending on your demographic, what could be some things that really impact student learning? A family that has no transportation and they rely on the bus line, or they rely on Uber or Lyft, does impact those things. Or a family who has no child care and has to bring all of their children to a parent meeting because of no child care. That's another thing. Or a family who's like, I have to cook dinner, I can't come. That's another issue. So think about those 3 ways that social class can impact student learning. Next, we're going to define culture and ethnicity. So you're going to define what culture and ethnicity is. And so you want to add a bullet addressing the connection between family and culture. Consider how different cultures view children and parenting. And it's so important that as educators that you are aware of how cultures view parenting, because different cultures have different parenting styles. And so it is very important that you respect how different cultures raise their children. Different cultures and ethnicities present in and around your community. Again, the key word is your. So you're going to use that web address and again put in your information, your community in which you reside, and then you are going to list 3 different cultures and ethnicities present in and around your community. So that could be Hispanic, Latino, that could be Asian, that could be African, that could be Russian, that could be Turkish. So you really need to see what that could be African American, that could be Caucasian, what cultures and ethnicities you have present within your community. Impact on culture and ethnicity on student learning and teacher relationship. So again, you're going to detail 3 ways that culture and ethnicity can impact student learning or the teacher-family relationship. So consider the effects of the language barrier, or consider the effects of, how the culture looks at education, because some cultures have higher standards than the United States. And so the expectation is that, you know, you may sit, and they want their child to sit and be drilled. And we know that's not developmentally appropriate, and having to explain that. So that could be another thing that we can talk about. And so lastly, your references. And so you want to make sure that your references are in APA style. I will be providing you a link of how to list things APA style for you. So you want to make sure as you are working on your presentation that you are citing your references on your slide each time. It is very important that you give credit where credit is due. So if you have any questions on how to do your presentation, please refer back to this video. I hope you found it helpful, but you can always reach out to me if you have any questions. So again, I hope you have a great 4th, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.